Here's how to prepare your memories for digitization with the Digitize Center. Now, included with your Digitize kit is a welcome guide booklet that'll explain to you how to prepare your memories before putting them in the Digitize kit and sending them off to us. Fortunately, there's very little you need to do to prepare. It's completely up to you how far you want to go with this. So basically what the guide tells you to do is to take your items that you plan to get digitized, your VHS tapes, photos, slides, audio cassettes, discs, film reels, whatever you got, pack them up and put them in the box. Now there are a couple things you can do for a better experience if you plan to do so. Number one is if you have VHS tapes or any type of video tape or cassette that you plan on sending in, anything written on the description here will be used to name your files when they come. So if you see a long description on a tape, maybe there's 20 words or something like that, and you want to decrease that to something simple, say you want to call it, 1999 or Christmas 2002, you can write over that or put a sticky note on it, that description, and we will name your files in the same way. Another thing you can do is if you want items to be digitized in a certain order, so if you got a thumb drive and you want things to appear in a certain order, you can put a sticker on each tape with a number, and we will follow that ordering when we organize your files into its digital format. Now, things such as VHS tapes and stuff like that, there really isn't much in preparing these. You can just put them in the box as is. You can put them in the plastic bags if you want. The other thing to consider is photographs. Photographs like this. Now, how should you send these in? Well, you shouldn't send them in completely loose like this. You should put them in some type of protective bag. What works great for photographs is any type of plastic bag, whether it be a sandwich bag or a full-size freezer bag. And one thing we recommend is that you should put your photos together by size if possible, and then you can also put them together into groups if you wish. So for instance, you can take a big bag such as this and put 25 or 100 or 200 photos in one bag and put them in the Digitize kit. Now if you plan to organize these into different groups, maybe by decade or by theme or something like that, you can do that. For instance, you can take, and a lot of our customers do this, they will take, let's say, all photos from the 1990s, put them in one bag, and then they'll write on the bag 1990s. That way, when we digitize that, we will also label those photos and organize them in the same way that they will all belong to the 1990s. Therefore, when you see your cloud or your thumb drive, you will see all the 1990s photos together, and they will be named with the 1990s tag. So what about film reels and stuff like that? We have a film reel here, and we have a reel-to-reel audio cassette here. Well, film reels, if they're in a case, great. Plop them in the Digitize kit, they're good to go. They will be safe for the entire transit. If it's in a big reel like this and the end is secured, go ahead and put that in the Digitize kit. Nothing's really needed. Some film reels will come in small boxes. That's fine as well. Go ahead and put those in there. They're good to go. Other film reels maybe are on a reel but are loose and don't have a case for them. A good option, again, is to just take a plastic bag, put a bunch of the film reels in here that are loose, and then put it in the Digitize kit. Now, an important one is discs. Discs should always be in some type of case, if possible. We have it where many customers will send in all their discs completely loose, not in a case or a paper sleeve, and that's a little risky because they can move around during shipment, so you should always keep discs in a hard plastic case if you have them. If you don't have a hard plastic case, it's okay to use paper cases. Those protect discs very well. And then if you don't have any case at all for your disc, what we recommend you do is put each disc in its own plastic bag. Generally speaking, you don't want to put multiple discs on top of each other in a plastic bag that have no case or anything like that, because those discs can move around and scratch each other. So if you have multiple discs without a case, we recommend putting each disc in its own plastic bag, or if you have one of those spindles that holds discs, it's fine to put those discs on top of each other there and then enclose the spindle. But when sending discs, always make sure you take exceptional care that you pack your Digitize kit so that the discs will not move around in transit, because if they are moving around, they have the potential to get scratched or damaged, which makes digitizing them difficult. Things like negatives and slides. If your slides are already in a carousel or in a prepackaged box, you can put the box in there. The only exception is if your slides are in individual metal cases, you need to remove those from the metal cases before sending them in. We can remove them for you if you do keep them in their metal cases. However, there is additional fee in response to that. Last thing, negatives. Again, any type of photo or stuff like that with negatives, we recommend you put them in plastic baggies. They don't have to be in a group of 25, 110 or stuff like that. You can group them however you want, but if you have a whole bunch of photos, it's best to just put them all in one big bag or as many bags as you need and put them in the Digitize kit and sent off to us. Things like audio cassettes, they don't need a case, but if you have the case, include it. These will be fine during transfer. Same with VHS cassettes, Betamax, stuff like that. If you have any questions on how to pack your Digitize kit, please reach out to us by phone or email. One of our customer service agents would be happy to help you.